my bracelet off, my little noisemaker.
Get all noisemakers out of your hands.
Oh, my faggoty little bracelet I don't wear here. All right, go ahead. I'll pull it up while you're doing that.
Oh, I'm doing what? Start the show?
Yeah, we start the show.
I'll catch up. Go ahead without me. I'll catch up. Don't worry.
I got it. I got jumped. Guy stalking me.
Hey, don't. We're good.
Oh, sorry. We're recording.
Yes.
Hold on.
You got it all right?
Yeah.
You under control there?
I think so.
All right. Here. Oh. Do this first. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Are you just trying to navigate adulthood in a world that still expects you to have it all figured out? Welcome to This Is 50 with your hosts, Travis Holmes and Shayne McManus.
Shayne.
Travis.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Well,
How you doing? No, tell me, really, how you doing?
I'm doing better now. Oh, Shayne.
You see, you're starting every show out with "I'm doing better," which means that at some point you weren't doing as good. So what happened to this time? What has gotten you in a "I almost didn't make it" mood, but now I made it and I'm better?
Well, I almost didn't make it. So I told you that we have the pen, that whatever True Leaf pen, and my wife and I did the toothpick, just a little drop on the toothpick, and we were like, this is nice. It's a nice mellow high. You just kind of relax and stuff. So last Friday, was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. My wife said, let's try it again tonight. I'm going to get off. Oh, she was off already that day. She's like, let's sit on the back porch and watch, the sunset and all that stuff. And I know it's very romantic. And she's like, I'll go get the thing. But this time, we're going to do it with like a lemon wedge, because the taste was just horrible last time.
Oh my gosh.
So she cuts a lemon wedge for me, and then I bought her some pitless dates. And so she's got a date and I've got a lemon. Mm-hmm. So she's squeezing the thing, and she's like, it's so friggin', it's like tar. She's squeezing it. She gets a little drop on there, and then she squeezes it and puts another little drop on there, and she squeezes it and puts another little drop on there. And then she does hers the same way. So we took it, and it was fine. It was just like before, nice little buzz. When we took it, though, it was like 5 o'clock, and she's like, okay, we're taking it now, no more drinking. I'm like, all right, fine, no problem. Let me finish this beer. So we're sitting there, and we're kind of feeling it. And we're like, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Hey, it's 5:30 now. It's 6 o'clock. Let's go ahead and close the farm down. Put all the chickens, close the chicken houses, feed the horses, get all them all settled in and stuff. Let's go inside and make some dinner. This is like 6:30, 7 o'clock now. And we had the biggest case of the giggles. We were giggling and laughing. I had to run outside for something. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to do something. So I ran down to the barn, was doing something. I come back in half hour later, I've left Amy by herself in the kitchen. And she comes over to me. She's like, how you feeling? I go, it's getting a little escalated here. She's like, I just had a conversation with your dad. I have no idea what I just said. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, I have. And she's panic mode. I don't know what I said to him. I don't know, but we were laughing. And now I'm laughing at her because she's laughing, and she gets the biggest case of the giggles. And then so we had dinner and stuff. We're kind of sitting there watching like Survivor. Another hour goes by, and I'm like going, my body, I had no control over my body. My body's like doing this.
Ooh, good stuff.
It felt like I was doing this. And if you're watching this on the YouTube video, it felt like I was vibrating. And I'm like sitting there going, I said, babe, I can't watch this. I can't watch Survivor. I can't concentrate. We laid in bed at 9:30 at night, and the room was friggin' topsy-turvy, spinning, and all this stuff. She's panicking. And so she's laying in bed next to me, and she's like, you're not rolling over on your side. You lay on your back next to me and hold my hand while we sit there and go through this together. Mm-hmm. Two hours.
Magic carpet ride.
Shayne, it was so bad. 2.5 hours later, 3 hours maybe, I finally fell asleep. And so that's like midnight. I finally fell asleep. Or it came down enough to where I could fall asleep. Woke up the next morning. I was still not as bad, but I was still friggin' tweaking. It's the only way I can describe it. She was tweaking too. We laid around like big blobs of paper on the couch. We were just wet noodles all day long. It lasted over 24 hours, Shane.
Well, I told you, you've got to be careful with that stuff.
Holy Shane. And the next morning she was like,
concentrated.
She was like, I do not ever want to do that again. I'm like, babe, you're the one who lined us up with everything. You're the dab master over there. She's like, I do not want to do that. Next time we do it, if we do it again, because this really, really scared her, we'll just do the toothpick. We'll just do the toothpick, and then that's it. None of this lemon wedge, cocktail or something.
Yeah, she got a little bold on that one. I wouldn't have drenched that thing like that. But that stuff really concentrated. I told you got to be careful with that.
Well, you said you took it before.
You just want the nice, easy buzz. You need to smoke it.
Well,
I need to smoke it.
I know I want to smoke it, but I thought the drop would have been, and there's no measurements. I mean, there's measurements on the side of it, but just there's no scale saying, one drip equals XXX, whatever the XXX is. But
yeah, well, that's stuff that you've got for seasoned veterans. I mean, that's like what they put in edibles, which will hit you the hardest, from what I understand. Now, look, I'm not a I have a source that tells me these things, but it's
I was ready to die. I was ready to die. I was like, this is it. This is how I'm going to go. We're going to be lovebirds holding hands in the bed, friggin'. And she's squeezing. I mean, squeezing because she's freaking out in the room, spinning around, and all the stuff that goes with it. Jesus Christ, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah. I had an experience like that with the first time that I ever smoked it, and I didn't like it from that point on. So but I've tried it since, and it's not as bad. So I think that first initial big hit like that, especially if you hadn't done it in a long time, and then doing the dabs on top of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the way I can describe it is, it's about the size of an eraser head, and she put at least 2 of those drops on my lemon.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. No.
So is that wrong?
Fly me to the moon. Yeah, dude, please be careful with that stuff, because I'm telling you, that's why they give it to like cancer patients and people who are in pain, because it's strong.
Yeah, it is
really strong.
It was really, really bad. What's new with you? Anything?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just typical stuff going on. I did get a new smoker.
Speaking of weed, how's she doing?
She coughs a lot.
Give me my Pall Malls.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't heard of Pall Malls in a long time.
Your grandma smoked them all.
Filterless cigarettes. You remember the Camels?
Yeah.
I wonder if they still make those.
I don't know.
Are they all just designer cigarettes now?
So what kind of smoker did you get?
We had this discussion before, and I have an electric one, and it sucks.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm going to get salmonella or E. coli or something cooking with this thing.
Oh, you're going to starve to death because it takes forever to cook.
Yeah, I mean, it's awful. So I'm like, okay, what's the next step for me to take? So I went with a propane.
So what'd you do did you take the other one back like I said?
No, I didn't. I'm going to give it to my dad and let him screw around with it.
Oh, okay.
He can probably.
All right.
He used to make wood burning stoves. He's a welder, so he used to make wood burning stoves and smokers and grills and stuff. So he might be able to do something with it.
Maybe
I don't know.
Crank the amps up on that. Put another heating element or something in there.
Well, that, and it probably needs to be sealed. So, I got this new one. It's propane. I'm going to go with the propane. But I went with a lot of other little mods that I'm going to make to it to try to keep the temperature up. That was the problem I was having. The temperature wasn't up. It wouldn't smoke. You can't get an electric smoker to smoke from the research that I've done. I should have looked at this before I went and bought one, but
so you got a propane one now.
Got a propane one now. Have you ever heard of that lava lock?
Lava rock. Yeah.
Not lava rock, lava lock.
Lava lock?
Yeah.
With an L.
So it's a thin strip. It's got the sticky back on it. Anyway, it goes
Here we go.
on the door frame.
Okay.
And it's like the rope. The insulation or door gasket.
Okay.
So I got that to put on there to hold the smoke in if I can get it to smoke, which I think I can.
Are we still talking about the propane one?
Yeah, we're talking about the propane now.
All right, so but you've got a flame source down below. Why wouldn't it smoke? It's already there.
I haven't tried the propane one, but the electric one would not smoke. It just doesn't get hot enough.
Right. So the propane one should smoke no problem. Why are you getting this lava lock stuff?
Because I've learned some lessons with the other one.
The piece of shit one.
Yeah. So what I'm actually doing is trying to turn a cheap propane smoker into an expensive one with these little mods that I'm making. So I'm just basically sealing it wherever I can.
Don't need to.
Sealing the door. Yes, I do.
Do you have a breather opening on top and bottom?
I've got dampers on the front, the back.
That's what I meant. Dampers. I don't know what they're called. Breather things.
The breather holes.
Does it have the holes in the bottom on the top?
So the other thing that I figured out was that the thermometers on these things are crap. The ones that come with them.
What brand did you buy?
I got a
Kellogg's.
No, I got the Ho Chung Joy.
I think I went to school with him.
Yeah,
he sat in front of me in math.
I'm sure he was a lot better than you.
Yeah, I cheated off of him.
Anyway, it's a Dynaglow, this one. There was a Masterbuilt, the other one, which is, you can't, the thing about it is if you go buy, listen to me.
Yeah, I know.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
If you want to buy from the big box stores, you're only limited. And if you want anything any better than what the big box stores are, the price jumps like, now you're talking $5,000 smokers. There's no in between market.
You just buy it online.
I did, but I'm talking about the price. If you want to go outside of the big box stores, the price goes from like $900 all like from $900 to $2,000. There's no middle line in there anywhere.
So go ahead.
So I thought I can improve this one by adding the door seal and all
weather stripping.
Yeah. And then I've got these little grommets where you can put and I got a better thermometer with it's a dual thermometer. So I can use one to monitor the temperature inside the smoker, and then I can use the other one to actually probe the meat.
Hey-o.
So I can use it as a dual purpose.
So when's dinner?
I don't know. It's not even arrived yet. It won't be here till Monday. So
now, say you said you got all these things and stuff. I'm thinking that it's all set up and stuff. You haven't even got it in the house yet.
No, not yet. This is preemptive. So I got the smoker coming, and then I got all the other accessories that I'm going to use to modify it and make it better.
Did they recommend that you modify the smoker? No, you just said this one over here doesn't work good. I need to put this stuff that already has it on this smoker to make it mo better.
It's everything that's on a high-end smoker that you don't get on the cheaper one. So I'm just like, okay, I can buy this extra stuff on Amazon and make it a more high-end smoker.
Well, I wish you luck. When's it supposed to be here?
It's supposed to be here Monday. You're the pit boss.
All right. Well, you got to season it, though. Did you season the other one?
I seasoned the first one. Yeah, seasoning's no problem.
All right.
I just sprinkle some salt and pepper and rub it into the walls. That's what you're talking about, right?
Well, what you do is you bring it up to 550 degrees, and then once it gets to that, you get oil, extra virgin olive oil, and spray the inside and let it just smoke everything, and then let it cool down, completely go back down to zero, and then you can start.
Okay. Throw some wood chips in there too.
Nope, don't put anything in there.
I'm gonna try smoking with pine wood. See how that turns out.
Put an old tire in there. That'll speed things up. All right, guys.
Hey, blackened chicken with the tire.
All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back.
Making fun of my smoker. I'm just trying to learn something here.
That's fine. You can learn something.
No, I mean, look, seriously, you can't get. If you want to go outside of the big box stores, the price jumps crazy.
Oh, I know.
I got some sealers, some high temp caulking to seal all of the seals around it.
Waste of money. No, it's
not.
All right, you ready?
I guess.
Am I bothering you? You want to get a hot date or something?
No, I feel inadequate after the last one. I was like,
It's my job. It's my job to pick on you a little bit.
Yeah, I should have thought that through.
So you can pick on me now.
Can I?
Yeah. Shane, guess what?
What?
I got jumped the other day.
Ooh. Like got your ass beat or?
No. I felt so helpless. So we have a 1992 Nissan D21, little red truck, little farm truck.
Ooh.
And
1991.
92.
92.
Yeah.
Okay. I graduated high school in 91.
Well, there you go. So when this car came out, that would have been your senior gift if you would have gotten one.
Yeah.
So I've got this truck, and we've changed out the AC and everything on it to the brand new AC, and the battery works. Everything's fine with the truck. It's a perfect condition truck. Unfortunately, the battery connections got all rusted and corroded, and like the green phosphorus or whatever that forms on the battery.
Yep.
I've never had a truck do that in my whole entire life because I've never had a truck this old in my whole entire life. I always bought like a new truck and so on and so forth. But
well, let me tell you that it's an old truck. You said it was a Nissan, right?
Right.
Nissans have always done that.
Really?
Yes. That is a common problem with a Nissan.
Even the Nissans today?
Yes.
So if I buy a 2023 Nissan Altima 2.0,
corrosion issues on your battery terminals.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's something within their electronic system. I don't know.
Well, anyways,
we had an Altima that you couldn't keep it clean.
Really? Even if you put that jelly lube or whatever that's on it, same stuff.
It worked for a little while, but not for very long.
So, my dad the other day was trying to do something here on the property, and the side-by-side was in the way, or he couldn't get out. He couldn't get the side-by-side out. Heaven forbid he walked down the driveway or something. But he's got to get in that side-by-side. That's fine. Get in the side-by-side. He couldn't get it out, so he went to the red truck, which was the next thing in the driveway, and he got in there and wouldn't start.
No.
So he comes in the house. He's like, hey, your truck wouldn't start, and I can't get the side-by-side out. Oh, because we had the horse trailer. That's why. We had the horse trailer in the driveway. No one moves when the horse trailer's here. So I said, what are you talking about? I just drove it the other day. So I get in it, sure enough, and I was like, God damn it. Well, the way our property sits, I can put it in neutral, and it will roll down, like heading towards the barn. And it popped the clutch, fired right up, drove it around I've got a circular driveway down there by the barn. Drove it up to the store, which is about 5-6 miles from the house, grabbed a case of beer, and pulled up, stopped, turned it off, then turned it right back on. And it started right back up. I'm like, great, I fixed the problem. Went inside, got some beer, put it in the truck, and then there's this new little market store that just opened up across the street from the little gas station. And I'm talking, this is a mom and pop gas station.
Okay.
And, we're out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm like, all right, let's see what this little new store has. So I walk over there, walk around, maybe 10 minutes. They ain't got shit for me. Come back to the truck. God damn it. Now
you're stuck away from home.
Now I'm stuck. Beer's getting warm. So it just so happens that the wife of the lady who owns the gas station comes out. And this is a gas station that actually serves like ice cream out of the big tubs, the big 5-gallon tubs. You can,
oh, yeah.
I want chocolate chip or peaches and cream.
The good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. So she's out, taking care of the place and blowing leaves off everything. She's like, what's wrong with your truck, honey? And I go, my dad's coming up to jump me. And, well, I got jumper cables in the truck or in my car. I said, all right. I said, hey, my dad will be here in a minute. She's like, oh, tell him not to come up here. So she gets in the back of her car. Now, I parked on the side of the building, and her car's physically 2 spots over. She grabs her jumper cables out of the back. I'm like, do you need to move closer? She's like, I don't know. Let's see how long these things are. Shane, she pulled out these things. You could jump start a freaking Mack truck with these things. Like six gauge wire. They're 15 feet long. I said, holy Jesus, lady. She's like, when I buy stuff, I buy them right. I'll never want to do it wrong again. So jumped the truck, fired up. Sure enough, drove it home. Told my dad, I said, Dad, if you need something to do, I said, clean the terminals on that damn thing so we could drive around. Sure enough, he went out there and cleaned the terminals. So
Now I might have missed it. Was this a customer that was there, or somebody that owned the place?
The wife, yeah, the wife of the person who owned the place. She was outside cleaning up. So yeah, so I felt like just a piece of garbage, man. I was like, look at you, you knew damn well that this truck was not going to make it, and sure enough, what did you do? Your stubbornness drove up to the gas station and even did the little test run. Turned it off. Wait a second, turned it back on. All right, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good to go. Nope, nothing.
Oh, she just felt sorry for you driving up in an old beat up truck. Look at this poor guy. Can't even buy a battery. I'm surprised she didn't try to buy a battery for you.
I don't know, but I felt worthless.
She give you some free food to take home with you to the cheering?
No, she kind of peeked in the truck and was like, saw 3 cases of beer and was like, all right.
Well, I see where his priorities are.
Yeah, well, you're the only horse in town, lady.
Will work for beer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you. I'm glad you got jumped off and got back home, but always carry you a jump box in an old vehicle like that.
I had a jump box for a while, but I didn't realize that if you read the jump box, it says good for 200 jumps. And there was a time stretch there where it was like every day I was out there jumping a thing. And again, now I know that the terminals were corroded. I never cleaned them all. But my dad went to the store, got that little, it's about the size of a beer can, or an actual a Mick Ultra can, and it's got the bristles.
Nipple grinder.
Yep, nipple grinder. Stuck it in there, grounded it around, put some whatever the salve is. I don't know what it's called, technical. Put it on the terminals, cleaned everything up.
Salve?
Yeah, you know what salve is, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That keeps it from.
I've never put it on a battery before, but okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to keep it from corroding. It's
terminal grease. Travis, it's terminal grease. Use the right terminology.
That sounds
like God. No wonder you couldn't get back home. Hey, honey, you got any salve for my battery?
Hey, everybody, help the old guy with 3 cases of beer. Where are those kids that pushed me out of the freaking ditch? Where were they at?
Please do me a favor. I want you to go into AutoZone, Advanced, O'Reilly's, pick one, and just ask them for some battery salve. See what happens.
And they will know exactly what I'm talking about.
And they're going to send you out the door with a big old pack of it.
No, the first thing out of the mouth is go, battery salve? And then I go, yeah, the stuff you put on top of the battery terminals. Oh, the terminal grease.
Oh, yeah, bless his heart. He probably needs a jump.
Probably. So what'd you find out about aliens?
I don't know. I haven't anything out.
Have you convinced anyone?
I want somebody to tell me that. I want somebody to show me something. I want to know they're real, because like you said, what worlds does that open up? What schools of thought does that open up to find out they're real?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I want to believe that Bigfoot is real too.
Jesus, Shane.
I mean, that's the aliens of the mountains,
It is somewhat.
I mean, if a Bigfoot's real, come on.
I think, here's my own personal opinion, I do believe there's something out there that is big, large, and scary because it's unknown. But
yeah, that's because that orange wedge you ate.
I know, it was a lemon
or whatever.
If I saw one of those. But there was a group of people that were called gigantists that lived on the planet for a long time. And this could be a distant relative of gigantus people. They were probably shamed and told, pitchforks and whatever, torches, and they were chased out of town, and they forced themselves to live in the woods. I mean, there's a movie loosely based, Harry and the Hendersons type thing. I don't know if you remember that movie with John Lithgow.
I do.
All right. So that's kind of... Go ahead.
Well, I mean, was Gigantus hairy to begin with, or did they evolve into after they were shunned and
they were ape-like creatures that were 10 feet tall.
So they weren't big, huge, tall humans that couldn't pay their bills and got ostracized and kicked out of the community and
could be
told to leave, and
some ex-basketball players out there in the woods running around that went bankrupt.
And then then here they all are huddled out in the woods going, well, we got nowhere to live and nothing to eat and for some cold, so maybe we should grow some body hair.
For some reason, when I said ex-basketball players, because I'm watching the NBA Finals, ex-basketball players that are bankrupt, and I said these are like monkey derivatives. I just kind of went, I think that sounded a little racist there, Trav.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry about that. No, I didn't. Had just put 2 and 2 together, and I just was like, oh no, that's not what I meant.
Well, neither did Howard Cosell when he said that Muhammad Ali would dance around like a monkey. I don't think he really meant it that way, but boy, that got him in trouble.
So if you saw a Bigfoot, what would happen? I mean, would that change your perspective as far as thought and all that, or is it just a lost? I mean, they're finding stuff over in the Middle East all the time. The sarcophagus or whatever they're digging up all the time.
I don't have any doubt that they didn't exist at one time. I mean, even the Bible talks about big gigantic people.
Gigantus.
But I don't know. I mean, are you talking what you asked? What would I do? Like if I had an actual encounter with one myself?
Yeah, would you take a picture of them or with them?
Well, I would try to take the blurriest picture that I could.
Shaking like this. Got it. One more. Got it.
And this is the most authentic Bigfoot footage. I don't know what I would. I mean,
to date.
I think if it was proven that they were real, first of all, they wouldn't exist for much longer because people would start flooding the woods, hunting them down, killing them.
We want to study
just how we are.
Study them.
Yeah, so they wouldn't exist for very long. But are they mean?
They can't be mean, or you'd find disemboweled animals all over the place, and horrible stories about people going missing that are like hikers or camping.
Okay, that sounds like today's headlines.
Yeah, but I don't think they put two and two together. I don't think they figured that out yet.
Well, aren't they supposed to be vegetarians? I don't know a whole lot about it, but
I don't know. They got people that I know I'm worthless at this one. Oh well.
I don't know. I would like for them to be real. I think that would be kind of cool to. We got hey, there's a Bigfoot out there, because when you go hiking in the woods or camping or whatever, you're looking for bears and coyotes and all that other stuff. But then you go, oh shit, there could be a Bigfoot out here. Somebody's proved them real. What would I do if a Bigfoot walked up on me? Offer him some beef jerky?
You're smoking a little bit too much, they're saying. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. My beer's frozen.
Oh, those are the best kind.
No,
I've got. Oh yeah, I love frozen beer.
I chug them too fast.
Love me some frozen beer.
Come back. No, I hate it when it's frozen. When it gets frozen, it's horrible, because what freezes is the water and leaves you with the alcohol, because that doesn't freeze. So
concentrated beer. I mean, it's like beer sickles.
No, it's gross.
Great.
So I had a stalker the other day, Shane.
Oh, really? From the gas station? Was it the chick that jumped you off?
No. Whoa. A little deep on that one.
Yeah.
No, and you've seen this probably a million times. You've seen your panhandler guys. Hey, you got $1, got some change or whatever like that. Then there's like the upgraded guys, the guys that actually like walk around the parking lots and, come up to you as you're, putting groceries in your cart or whatever like that. And my head's on a swivel all the time. Remember I said I could be a secret spy agent guy? Sure enough, I come out of Walmart, got my grocery cart, and I'm pushing it. And I always park in the very, very, very back of the parking lot. I don't mind the walk, but I don't want anyone dinging my doors. And I seen this guy, and it's probably 82 degrees out. He's got a blue hoodie on and sweatpants. I don't know if he was a white guy. Definitely wasn't black. White guy, a dirty guy, or Mexican. So he could be any one of those three. Because he just
probably a dirty guy.
Yeah, well, he was probably early 30s maybe, and he's pacing back and forth in between like parking spots, and he's doing this. He's getting his act ready, because here I come, right? Oh man, and he's like, kind of looking over his shoulder, make sure that I see him. I always have my earbuds on, but my head's on a swivel, and I see him starting to walk towards me. And I do this number. I just kind of look the opposite direction away from him to see if he's coming at me this way, where's his partner at? You know, I'm looking the other way to find out where his partner's at.
Maybe getting a double teamed.
Yeah. You know, he distracts me. The guy, you know, shanks me and steals my wallet and my headphones.
and your beer.
Well, yeah. So I avoid him. I did what I could. I even like puffed up a little bit. You ever done that where you walk and you're like, all right, this guy's
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
I might have to fight. Something's going down.
Mm-hmm.
So he walks by me. I allure him.
Well, you know what I do in that situation?
What's that?
I just put my hand in my pocket.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I carry a gun with me everywhere I go.
Do you really?
I do. I do.
How big of a gun?
I have the world's smallest 9mm.
Oh, I think I've seen it. I think I've seen that. It's only like 2 shots or something, isn't it?
No, it's 7 shots. I hold it like 6 in the clip and 1 in the chamber.
Can you legally carry that thing?
Yes, I have my carry and conceal license.
Now, with you being in the military, was it easier for you to get your concealment license or no?
It was harder.
Was it really?
I had to go through more background checks because, you know, us military guys tend to shoot things up because we're crazy.
You and Kid Rock.
Yeah. So, yeah, I had to go through extra background checks, and it took a couple of months longer than it would normally anybody else.
Wow.
Because, you know, we know how to ambush people and...
Right.
Yeah, when we shoot at people, we actually hit them.
Right. Well, this guy, he was walking up on me, and I avoided him, and he went on to something else. But I've got him on the corner of my eye. I know where he's at, and I'm looking for his partner. He didn't have a partner. Then I see this other old guy come out, gray-haired guy, and I'm like, oh, he's going to hit this guy. I mean, he's beaming right toward him. And I see him doing, you know, this motion and, you know, pulling his pants up and, you know, pockets and doing the whole motion. If you're watching me here on the YouTube video, pull him his pants up and he's, you know, shaking his head and, you know, pointing like I got to go that way and I'm here and, you know, shrugging his shoulders. Dude pulls out some money. I know what a dollar bill. Yeah, I know what a dollar bill looks like from far away because of, if you notice, like the higher the denomination of money, or is that right?
Yes. The
more detailed the bill is. So like a dollar bill is very basic. You know, if you saw a dollar bill from far away, you're like, all right, it says 1 on the back and it's got the bald old white guy in the front. When you see like a 20 or something, there's a little bit more detail and stuff on the back of the dollar. So I'm like, this guy, it was a very detailed bill that he gave him. Guy shoved it in his pocket. Guy who gave him the dollar or whatever, the $20 bill, gets in his truck and leaves. Now, I'm in my car. I've watched this whole thing go down, and he has seen me watch this whole thing go down. So I'm sitting in my car. I got all the mirrors focused on him. He gets in his car, and I'm like, I'm going to see what he's going to do next. Is he going to get
in his car?
Yeah, he's got a car, and he's got a Nissan Altima, I think he had, actually.
With corroded battery?
Probably, yeah. He needed.
Did you have to jump him off before he could leave?
He needed some battery salve. And that's what he was doing. He was like, salve on the thing. I don't know. It won't start. So he gets.
Can you spare a 20 for battery salve, sir?
I got to clean it. And so he sits in his car and fires up his car and I can see his parking lights are on. And I'm like, all right, what's this guy doing? Where is he going? I'm sitting there and I'm like going through Facebook, just killing time. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Nothing's going to happen. I'm going to put it in drive, pull out of the parking lot.
Or you just sitting there waiting for conflict or something?
I wanted to see.
Pull off and leave.
It's just my own personal, like, oh, you motherfucker, that type deal.
Okay.
I wanted him to get out of his car and attack someone else or approach someone else. Like, this motherfucker. So I want to basically say, I know what you're doing. Don't do this in my parking lot. You know, this is my Walmart. Go find your own Walmart, you homeless beast. So he gets in his car and he fires it up. And I'm sitting in my car already. I leave the parking lot probably after about 6 minutes. Felt like 15, probably 6 minutes. I drive out to the circle that the main road of Walmart. You know, there's always a main road to get out of Walmart. I get out to that main road and I take a left and I'm heading up to the stop sign, which leads to the stoplight. He's behind me.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
And he didn't move until I moved. And I'm like, oh, great. Here we go. All his buddies are in.
Him off.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm at the stop sign and I go, you can go right to go to the light or you can go left and go into the Lowe's parking lot now. So I take a left. I said, fuck it. Let's do something crazy. See if he follows me. I take a left, go to the Lowe's parking lot, kind of drive around like I'm looking for a spot. He pulls off, gets out of the line for the light and sits there for a minute.
Isn't that weird? Where there's always a Lowe's beside a Walmart.
Yeah. It's a districting issue thing. But he gets out of the light line and he's sitting on the side of the road. He gets out of his car and he's walking around his car like there's something wrong with his car. Meanwhile, I'm driving up and down the Lowe's parking lot going, peeking around every corner like, this motherfucker, man. Yes, what?
Who's stalking who? Sounds like you're stalking him.
I'm not. Well, now that I think about it, yes, I probably was.
I think you were stalking him first. He left you alone, but you lingered around watching him.
Yeah, he's got a podcast on his show going, oh man, you should have seen this guy. He was bothering me. The big fat guy with the beard. I got $1 to clean my things on my battery, and the guy was so nice. I was like, oh, thank you. And then this guy was giving me a hard time.
What nationality was this guy?
That's what I said.
That sounds like
he was either
Mexicanese.
He was white, dirty, or Mexican. I couldn't tell. He had a blue hoodie on. It was 80 degrees outside.
Wow. Well, if you'd have given him $1, you would have found out.
Well, I waited long enough, and he ended up going through the light, and I waited a little bit, and then I went through the light and came home. So everything's good.
Well, I'm going to side with Jose on this one because you stalked him first.
Oh, well.
So you have no,
I'm alive, though. I'm alive.
I'm gonna tell you this much.
Uh-huh.
If I'm walking through the parking lot and I see you staring at me, I'm probably going to follow you too.
What? Because I'm that good looking?
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, what's this guy up to? He's looking at you like you're looking at him.
How do you know if you were looking at me if I wasn't looking at you?
Well, you know what I'm saying, figuratively. He thinks you're going to come up and ask him for money. Which you should have done.
Shane, I have got an $80,000 vehicle, and I've got a shopping cart full of $300 worth of groceries. Why am I asking anyone for any money?
Just to mess with him. See, that's what. Look, that's how you deal with homeless people. If you or panhandlers, if they come walking towards you and you know what they're up to,
just punch them.
Well, I mean, you can do that too. But if you want to mess with them, like I know you like to mess with people,
yes.
Before they even get the words out of their mouth, go, hey brother, can I borrow $20? Just ask them if you can borrow money from them.
I've done that before, not that way, but I said, they come up to me, I said, don't even ask. And man, you don't even know what I was going to ask you. Yes, I do.
No, see, you didn't say that. You got to ask them if you can borrow some money, or tell them, let them ask you, and they go, I don't have any money, but I'm going into Walmart if you want to come with me.
Push my cart around.
Yeah.
And wear this boa, too, this feather boa, while you push my cart around. All right, guys. I want to make a showcase of this. You're going to earn your keep there, buddy.
Yeah, just see what you can get them to do. Have a little fun with them.
Yeah. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back.
Poor dude. All he wanted was some chitlins for his kids.
I don't know what he wanted, but he was. I just cannot. I despise those people. I honestly despise them. I really do.
I do too. But every once in a while, I'll see somebody that kind of like.
He was doing the act though. That's what pissed me off. He was doing the man before he even got to him. He's giving me the pre-show, and I was like, no. Hold on.
That laying the groundwork.
All right, I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. Don't talk to strangers. Baby, don't talk to strangers.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Shane.
Travis.
So I was telling you about my $80,000 vehicle.
Yes.
And the truck costs probably a little bit more than that. I'm not going to get into the financials on the truck, but
enough though. When you see that payment, you go, "Oh God, what did I do?"
It's almost, believe it or not, it's almost, if not more than our house payment.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
what the hell?
I'll just say that.
Let's talk about what kind of vehicle this is.
It's a Chevy Silverado High Country.
Okay.
2500 series. It's got eight or 12 cameras around it. It's all leather interior. We ordered it. We picked out everything that we wanted on it.
So it's the Pope Mobile.
It is almost the Pope Mobile.
Okay.
So one of the things that's really cool is, that you've got a display up front, right? You can touch the screen. It's got a touch screen on the front. Mm-hmm. And it automatically syncs up with my phone with Bluetooth. So I can play anything, all the maps, anything that's on my phone gets projected onto the screen in the center console. So my wife and I, we were driving around. We were getting, we were doing something for the horses. She drives. I don't drive. She drives. And we were sitting at a stoplight, and a emergency vehicle came through. This wasn't an ambulance. This wasn't a cop. This wasn't a fire truck. This was like a Durango type thing. It had some kind of, maybe like it was the chief of the fire department. Okay. He had his lights going, and as we're sitting there and we're listening to music through the iHeartRadio app through the vehicle and whatnot, all of a sudden it cuts off. And then it cuts back on. And I go, oh, and I'm fumbling around with my phone. I'm like, oh, I lost the Bluetooth. She's like, no. She's like, that emergency vehicle cut our signal. I said, they did what? She said, yeah, you've never seen that before? I'm like, no. She's like, yeah. The new vehicles, or the vehicles that are out there now, emergency vehicles, some of them will have a disruptor. And as they're flying in traffic, it blocks Bluetooth signals or does something to where it cuts your radio off to where you can hear that vehicle come by you.
No bullshit.
Yes. Yes. Shane, I swear to you, there's a scrambler or something in those vehicles.
Well, yeah, it hit you with an EMP or something?
No, EMP would have shut us down. But almost, yeah. It's like a scrambler. It's the only way I can describe it. It was like a scrambler. And as soon as he left, there's a little icon on the dash, on the screen, that lets you know when you're connected and not connected. As soon as he left, got through the light, because he was across from us, got through the light, and he was down the road probably about 200 yards, it connected right back. Bing.
It only works on Bluetooth, though? It doesn't like if you're just listening to terrestrial radio, it's not going to cut it off.
I don't. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't listen to terrestrial radio. Who listens to that crap anymore?
Hey, how about me knowing the term terrestrial radio?
Right. I think I taught you that many years ago.
Yeah, I think you did probably. I've never heard of that. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But that should be illegal.
Why?
Wouldn't you think?
Why would it be illegal? They're trying to get you to pay attention to what's going on.
I know, but they're doing it against your will. You're not giving them permission to tamper with your property, so that's illegal. That's government overreach.
Do you think I've got that's not a government? Isn't the fire department a private entity?
It's a municipality.
Yeah.
It's still a local government.
You think I got a case?
I think you do.
I'll fill out a form.
Yeah, okay, fill out your form, submit it to City Hall, and then memorize that J.G. Wentworth number so you could.
I want my money now. But no, I mean, when we were in downtown Wingate, is it Wingate? No, Waxhaw. We were down in Waxhaw doing something. They had a big festival down there, and a fire truck came through. And you know the normal fire truck, wah, 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 whatever the fire truck sound is.
Yeah.
It had this low, like when we were walking. But I felt myself like vibrate, like I was on the THC for deaf people. Mm-hmm. Because they can't, there's this low frequency.
Listen, let me enlighten you just a little bit here.
Please, Shane. I don't get out of the house much. This new technology scares me.
No, it shouldn't. It should, but it's called less than lethal.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it's kind of like bean bags or pepper spray or that kind of stuff, but the military has them.
Uh-huh.
Now, how do I know this?
Because you were in the military.
Yes, I had a top secret clearance, which means nothing.
Give it to that guy. I got a couple extra top secret forms here. I give one to McManus over there. He'll fill it out.
Yeah, he just did. Yeah,
give him a pack of crayons. He'll fill it out.
Yeah, and then pass it along. What is this? A grocery list? No, it's my top secret clearance form, sir.
You want my first name last or my last name first? I'm confused.
You got a pen that works? So when I was in the military, we've talked about this before. I got all the shipments and stuff ready to go on the cargo planes, and it, it could have been anything from people's household items to like top secret technology or bombs or missiles or that kind of stuff. So I did have to have a clearance because, in order for me to get it ready to ship and put it on these airplanes, I had to actually look at it. So, but there was a lot of crazy, weird weapons that, we had to ship that, I could tell you about them, but I'd have to kill you.
Did you write the Kilroy was here on all the shipments and stuff?
No, you weren't allowed to do that.
Do you know what?
Want to go to jail?
Do you know what the Kilroy?
No.
You never heard of Kilroy? I
heard it in that song.
Yeah, 6.
Kilroy.
Yeah. In World War II, there was a munitions place, and everything's going through, and it had to be inspected. And Kilroy, I don't know if that's the actual guy's name. He would draw the guy peering over the wall. Are you familiar with the actual picture of Kilroy?
I know what it is. I just wanted to hear you explain it.
And he would write it on the bombs and stuff. And it made the troops more confident, more solid that, hey, Kilroy was here. These are the good shit. This came out of the good plant.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I get it right?
You did. You actually did.
Pull that out of my ass.
Kind of.
I embellished a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's close enough. But there's there's this one thing that they use that's like it just uses nothing but sound waves. And they throw these sound waves at you from like hundreds of yards away, and they're so powerful that they'll make you throw up and they'll just really disrupt your nervous system. So, they could crank that thing up and
melt everyone around them.
Yeah, but why turn it on? Like, can they not take a split second when they're going through the intersection to say, oh, there's a deaf guy standing on the corner. Let me turn this on. Or there's nobody on the corner. There's no need to turn this on.
Well, when like I said, they had a big festival going on down there, and it was the main, 5th and Main cross section, and the fire truck was going through it. So you had all these people walking, on the sidewalk and stuff. So they flipped it on, and I was like, whoa, what the hell's that? What is that noise? Do you feel weird? Take that CBD stuff again?
Well, I've got an uncle that's a fireman, so I'll ask him if he's aware of any of that technology. But if for me, I would have just shot tear gas at everybody. That solves all your problems. Hey, deaf guy, here, smell this. Smell this tear gas.
Well, sometimes, deaf guys can't hear songs or something like that.
What?
Deaf guys can't hear music. Music, Shane, music. That's your cue. Music.
Huh? Music. Okay.
That's your cue. Go with it.
What in the hell are you talking about?
I'm looking at your topics and I'm like,
jeez, this is behind the show stuff here that you never get to hear.
It's all right.
I don't even remember what my topics are.
I don't need a makeup chair is what it says. Shane, why don't you need a makeup chair?
Oh, that is a pitiful segue into what that has. Oh my God, bless your heart. Here, have some pepper spray and some battery salve.
Banaka.
Yeah. Okay. So you live out in the country. You've got a farm girl, right?
A farm girl?
Yes. You married a farm girl.
Okay, yes.
Pretty much.
Okay. How'd you know about her?
Well, everybody knows now.
All right. Yes, my wife does, the farm stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just assuming that she probably is not a big makeup person.
She has what I like to call a natural beauty. She does wear a little bit of eye makeup, a little bit of foundation, but she really doesn't need to have anything. Like if I see her without makeup, she doesn't look like, where are your eyebrows? Where do your eyes start and stop? Where are your eyelids? She has a natural, she's got long flowing eyelashes. She's got very, very good skin. But yeah, she doesn't wear a whole lot of, no foundation at all. She's got real nice olive skin.
Yeah, we get it. She married up and she lost her mind. Okay. So when she is applying the war paint, as I call it, does she have a specific place that she sits?
No.
Does she sit down in front of a mirror in a specific place and apply her makeup, or is it just like on the go, or what?
In our bathroom, we've got her walk-in closet, my walk-in closet, and they're sliding mirror doors. So she'll stand in front of the mirror doors and do her makeup because we've got the ceiling light is right over that, and it's real good lighting for her to put her makeup on. But no, she doesn't sit at all. I've got her one of those. I've got her a nice desk that's got all the drawers with all her makeup and stuff in it, and a nice big vanity mirror that's all sculpted and stuff. Nope, still stands in front of the doors of the closet and puts on makeup.
Wow. Well, when my wife, I mean, you know, I've told you before, we were talking about the toilet lid thing and how our bathroom is set up. Is we've got the counter space for 2 sinks, but we only have one.
Okay.
So on that one side where another sink should be, there's like a place to slide a chair up underneath.
Yeah.
So that's where she sits and applies her makeup, and it's a white chair that we've had for 13 years. And
how did you acquire this white chair for 13 years?
I don't know where it came from. I don't know how we got it. Maybe it's probably an old IKEA chair or something.
Okay.
But it's been there for years, and that's where she sits and puts her makeup on every single day, which she's a natural beauty too, but you know, she likes to put it on. Let me just go ahead and throw that in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to use this chair today for the podcast. I'm actually sitting in it right now.
All right, stand up. I want to see it. Stand up. Watch your headphones because you're going to jerk your headphones off your head.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Here he goes. He's putting his headphones down. He's standing up. Oh, you're so tall. It looks like a resin chair. Spin it around. Spin it around. All right. Got it. He's so tall and goofy.
I know. I'm a big boy. Let me get myself situated here again.
How tall are you? 6'4", 6'5"?
6'4".
6'4". All right.
So when I held this chair up to the camera, did you notice anything?
It's completely probably it's completely white and clean.
Bullshit.
Then you've got really bad cameras.
I am sitting in the nastiest chair I have ever seen in my entire life.
Like when she puts her foundation on, all the dust particles sit on the chair and stuff.
Everything, hair, dirt, crap.
Hairspray, I'm sure.
Well, see, here's the hairspray is at the end of the session, locks it all into the chair.
Yeah, it seals it. It's a coating.
It's like a lacquer or something. So here's all of this hair stuck on it and makeup and powder and dead skin, I'm sure. And, you know, whatever else they use.
Uh-huh.
And she just seals it. Now you want to bitch about, you know, a toilet lid, but you sit down in the nastiest chair on the planet. Is that a woman thing? Because I can't get it off. I've tried to clean it. I've used 409. I've used bleach.
You got to throw it in the pool. Throw it in the pool. Let it marinate. Throw it in the neighbor's pool. Let it marinate. Tom, I'm borrowing your pool. Hey, go ahead, Shane. Throws a chair in there. What the hell are you doing?
Cooking chairs.
Trying to get this hot tub. Shit off the. Do you have a hot tub?
I do.
Throw it in the hot tub. Boil that thing. Boil it clean.
I mean, just, you know, here's a woman prettying herself up, and then you look at the nasty thing she's sitting on. You would think after a few years she'd try to clean it or do something, or this thing's hairier than the Bigfoot we've been talking about.
She puts on her makeup and I put on my tie. What's that Eric Clapton song?
Yeah. I look wonderful. You look wonderful tonight.
I look wonderful. I don't know about everybody else.
Well, you know, I tried to get up out of the chair a second ago and it stuck to me. So, you know, I just didn't know if that was a woman thing, if they didn't care about their chair, but I walked in there to get that thing and I'm like, oh my God, I can't, no.
Yeah, her sink, we have the Jack and Jill sinks. Her sink is what, I'm assuming what that chair looks like. Because there's hairspray residue, everything's got like this grit on her side. My side, toothbrush, toothpaste, aftershave, razor, and shave lotion. That's it. Her side, 15 different perfume bottles, eye care stuff because she wears contacts. She's got the Invisalign teeth things, trays of those all over the place. I don't know. It's
good grief. Is she trying to get another man or something?
No, never, never.
No.
Are you familiar with Ozempic though?
Ozempic?
Yeah, Ozempic. It's a type of drug.
I've heard the commercial, and of course the song's in my head, but I don't know what it treats.
So
they never tell you. I know what the side effects are.
What are the side effects that you've heard?
the same as everything else? You'll grow a third eye. Your
No,
ear will fall off.
actually, no. This is actually, it's almost like a miracle drug. So,
is it like a? Well, I know you're going to tell me, but let me take a guess.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Is it for heartburn?
No.
Upset stomach?
No.
Indigestion?
Are you talking about the pink stuff?
Pepto.
No. It was created for type 2 diabetes. And type 2 diabetes are the people that can take a pill and regulate their insulin. They're not doing the shots. They're not doing the pump. My mom had the pump where, it's constantly connected to her and constantly feeding her insulin.
They got the good kind of diabetes.
Yeah, she got the one. Yeah, the lifelong. My dad's got.
They can still eat sugar too, though, can't they?
Yeah, they can do all that stuff. And that's what my mom would do. She would eat a whole bag of Hershey's Kisses, and her meter would beep, 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 beep. Oh, time to fix my insulin. And she would, like it was a cure-all. I can eat all this and be cured by hitting this button.
Wow.
Yeah, that was her train of thought, and it was horrible. That's a horrible diet that she would have. But my dad's got type 2 diabetes. And he can take the pill. He can regulate all this stuff and, watch his blood sugar and stuff. So Ozempic was created for type 2 diabetes. It's a pill that you take. You take it once a day. It levels out your insulin levels and you're good to go. One of the side effects for Ozempic is weight loss.
Ooh.
People are losing weight. And there's absolutely no bad side effects. I say absolutely no. There are very, very, very minute, like cotton mouth and maybe a little bit of drowsiness. But other than that, there's no real bad side effects. So what's happening is the people in Beverly Hills, this is now the home wife, the mom drug, where they're going to start taking this pill and they're buying it. And it's to buy it off the shelf, without any prescription or anything like that, is $10,000 for like 30 pills or something like that. It's something stupid. Yeah, it's something stupid.
God. Wow.
So what they're also finding out is it is, like I said, that you can lose weight. But what it does is it eliminates your desire for an appetite. So your body naturally will balance its levels out. So instead of me eating 3 bowls of cereal in the morning, I might eat 1 bowl of cereal because I'm not that hungry. Instead of me eating, a whole entire Papa John's pizza, I might have like 2 slices. So you can see what the pill does for you.
So you're wanting to try it, aren't you?
Well, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So another side effect that they're finding out about is that the actual pill curbs how do I word this? It curbs sporadic decisions.
Oh, okay.
So for example, if you're, a constant gambler, I got gambling issues, I got to bet on something all the time. It's realizing that taking this pill kind of numbs that a little bit. And it also, they're finding out that people that use drugs, like physical drugs or addicted to alcohol or anything like that, completely eliminates that. I say completely, curbs that desire, those impulse desires, to do those things. Now, I got a doctor's appointment this Tuesday. My wife has already signed up for it. So you can't get it. Your doctor, your primary doctor can't prescribe it. He has to refer you to someone. The referral will allow you to get the pill.
What kind of specialist do you have to go to get that?
It's a weight loss management that they're referred to in whatever your North Carolina Atrium Healthcare.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then your insurance will pay for, instead of it being $10,000, I think Amy says if I qualify for it, not her meaning me, but her meaning her, it's $1,400 for a month's supply or something like that.
Good gosh. So they're just kind of using it off label.
I don't.
The term off label is it was created for this, but through the years they found out it does this, 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 and this.
Kind of like Rogaine. Rogaine was made for people that had heart attacks, and they found out one of the side effects was it grew hair.
Well, that's Viagra.
No. The other way. Rogaine. Rogaine.
I really like that guy. Well, I'll have to investigate.
So Ozempic.
So that $1,400 is out of your pocket, or is that?
That's after the insurance. Like I said, it's $10,000 or more than that for a month's supply, and $1,400 would be for the supply. So here's my thing. I have my annual checkup is this Tuesday, and I've got a new doctor that I'm gonna go talk to, and I fired the other one, fucking hippie nurse. So I've got a new nurse practitioner that I'm going to go to this Tuesday. I'm going to tell her, I'm like, look, I drink a lot of beer. I don't want to drink a lot of beer. Not that I'm depressed or anything like that. It's pure boredom, man. It's pure boredom. And I don't want to sit here. I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like going, oh, it's 12 o'clock. I literally go, it's time to drink beer now. and that's, I hate to say it because I've got nothing else going on other than, I've got other stuff going on, but I was like, I'm not driving anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I don't have anyone really relying on me outside of the other podcasts that I do. But I mean,
you've just kind of integrated beer drinking into your daily routine.
Exactly. Like I was mowing the lawn the other day. I was, all right, get a beer, do that. So I'm going to say if I can take this or if she will recommend it to me. So I don't know. That's where I'm at on that.
Well, don't stop drinking beer. Nobody's going to like you anymore.
No, they'll probably like me less. No.
Yeah.
They might like, I don't know. I don't know how
people
people
don't like you at all. They don't like me when I'm not drinking.
Why?
Nobody loves a drunk dad.
Are you moody when you're not drinking?
I'm in a better mood when I'm drinking.
Are you?
Yeah, until I go too far, and then I start feeling, I start getting a little, if I go too far, I get hungover early. Like I'll get a headache.
Yeah.
Not that, before I even go to bed. Mm-hmm. I figured out that it's because I get dehydrated. So I start chugging water and feel better. I've learned how to deal with my addiction.
Should make a movie about that.
I don't want to eliminate it. Yeah. I just want to learn how to deal with it.
All right. Anything else before I let you go, Shane?
Nah, the weekend's coming up. So
you got anything?
Enjoy your weekend.
You got anything planned for the Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, I do. I plan to sit in the hospital.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, your wife's got something going on. They're going to remove her hairline and put a new wig on her or something.
Yeah, she's going to get a Rogaine injection and a Meprazole pills. No, she's having hernia repair. Right. And she had all those abdominal surgeries, those problems she had about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Which left her with 3 hernias. Now she's got to get those fixed. Her guts going to swell everywhere.
I wish you and the missus good luck this weekend. Let me know how it goes. If you need anything, let me know.
I appreciate that. I'll come find you in the parking lot and hit you up for $20.
Yeah.
If I can get some coffee.
Something out of the snack machine.
Yeah.
All right, Shane, I'll let you go.
All right.